Stop dimming your light to appease others. It's okay if you don't sound like your favorite speaker. It's okay if you don't sound like your favorite singer. It's okay if you don't like the supermodels or your favorite actress or anybody. It's okay. What's up, guys? It's your girl Kay, aka Empowers Her, and welcome to Kay's Journal, your very own healing sanctuary. I'm your host, Kay. Now let's get ready to sip some lemonade. It's been a while since I did this intro. I really just been getting on here and just saying what I need to say, not really putting any thought into my introduction, but it is the very first impression that somebody gets of you, so I need to always make sure I give y'all a good impression. And those of you who are coming back, welcome back. Sit down, get your lemonade, and let's get ready to get into this word for today. Now, if you know, the last word that I had yesterday, or the day that I posted the other day, was you're getting ready to be victorious. Whatever you do, whatever you put your hand to work at, whatever it is that you see in your mind that you're going to bring to life, you're going to be victorious. Victorious. And today I want to give you the word. It's coming from Colossians 3:23. Whatever you do, work at it with your whole heart as if you're working for the Lord and not unto man. You need to cater, dedicate yourself, put yourself, your whole self into whatever it is that you're doing. If you're washing your hair, taking care of your kids, if you're cooking, you're putting lotion on your baby, you're washing your dog, you're washing your car, work at it as if you're doing it for the Lord. Whenever you're washing your child and putting lotion on them, make sure you caress them. Make sure you take your time. Don't just let me hurry up and get this out of the over with so I can go ahead and say you had your bath done. Don't do that. Whenever you're in there cooking, take your time with it. Put your love into it. Put your catering, put your whole heart in everything that you do, no matter what it is, because energy travels. Dedicate yourself to your purpose. The things that you're doing, the things that you see yourself doing, the things that you aspire to do. Work at it with your whole heart. I'm going to be real transparent. Anytime I have an idea, I always dim my light. I will always sell myself short. Whenever I will see an idea or something that come in my head or a little spark of inspiration, I would always think of somebody else that it would be good for. You know what? That's a good title for a book. Let me give it to so-and-so so maybe they can write this book. That's like a good recipe. Let me ask my mama, maybe she can make this recipe, make it good so we can eat it. Stop dimming your light to appease others. I know I did a word on this a while back about it's your time to shine. I think that's what I named it. God will always meet you where you're at. You don't have to look too far. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be, what they say, holier than thou. God will meet you where you are. You just have to acknowledge that you need him. Let him know that you can't do it on your own. You see, when I make these videos, it's really God's way of talking to me. Because I get on here and I'm talking to you guys. Actually, it's God talking to me as well. He's already given me what I need to do. I just keep second guessing myself. I keep dimming my light. That could never be me. I couldn't do that. I would always sell myself short. But why? If God said we are made in his image, who is man to say that we aren't? So we have these things in our head where society has always want us to be to a certain standard. Look a certain way, talk a certain way, do things a certain way, you know. It makes it hard for people to embrace the authentic. It's hard for people to be authentic. When I got diagnosed with Guillain-Barré syndrome, I didn't know what to expect. I figured that everything would go back to how it used to be. And when it didn't, it kind of took a toll on me. It did. I'm just now really learning to love the skin that I am in now. I may not be able to smile like I used to, but I'm going to smile even better. I smile even better because now I have the joy of the Lord. I don't have to fake it. I don't have to try and act like I'm more than what I am. I don't like I want to be seen, you know. And now I really feel like I get more recognition now for what I'm doing now because I'm doing it for the Lord, not doing it for myself. When I was doing it for myself, I was really doing it for man's approval. Not like men, but like I was a people pleaser. I wanted to please everybody. I wanted everybody to love me, everybody to like me. I was really running myself ragged, and if somebody didn't like me, what could I have done? Why nobody don't like me? What is it? Da. If somebody else doesn't like you, let me tell you something. If somebody doesn't like you, that's a them problem. I mean, always be kind and always take what they say into consideration, but don't sit around and beat your brain and try to become this image to appease them. Doing that, you're going to wreck yourself. I can talk from that standpoint because that was me. You're perfect the way that you are. We all have growing and we all have learning and we all have things we can improve on. Nobody's perfect but God. Love yourself. Love the skin that you're in. Cater to yourself. It's okay not to have it all together. It's okay not to be like everybody else. Nobody's life is going to be the same. There are no two lives that's going to be absolutely the same. None. It's okay if you don't sound like your favorite speaker. It's okay if you don't sound like your favorite singer. It's okay if you don't like the supermodels or your favorite actress or anybody. It's okay. It's okay. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. God made all of us in His image. He didn't make us in the image of each other. He made us in His image, and He made you that way for a reason. I need you to embrace it. I need you to love it. Every little wrinkle, every freckle, every little roll of fat you may have, embrace it. It makes you you. It makes you stand out. You can do this. You can do it. I didn't want to smile. I didn't even want to look in the mirror. Like, I didn't want to see myself like this, you know? But when I started to embrace it, it's okay if I don't look how I used to look. It's okay if I don't sound like everybody else. It's okay if I may have like a little slur or a little lisp, or it makes it, I'm trying to enunciate my words, I'm not able to do it as well as I used to. It's okay. It's okay because I am secure in myself, because I am secure in the Lord. So I know everything happens for a reason, and I know that what's for me is going to be for me. Imperfections and all. But we're made in God's image. It's not really imperfection, is it? God has a funny way of making things work. This is not even what I was going to say today. I wanted to do a message on Colossians 3:23 of what anything that you do, work at it as if you're working for the Lord and not unto man. But I can see how that correlates. I had to learn how to love the skin that I'm in now. Stop worrying about back then the and ifs and maybes. Stop worrying about being validated by man. I need to be validated by God. I need God only who can validate me. I need to be doing everything to please Him, not to please man. Loving the skin that He given me. Loving the second chance that He has given me. Because whenever I was sick, I didn't know if I was going to make it out. I didn't know the extent that the paralysis and everything was happening. I didn't know how it was going to work. Guillain-Barré syndrome is very rare. I never even heard of it. They don't even have that many cases in here. I think in the hospital that I worked at, they might have had like overall maybe 12 cases. I think that's what they said. Don't quote me, but I think it was really low. It was really low. So nobody really didn't know what was going on. Everybody was like, oh, wow, like, what is that? Like, I've never, I always heard about it, but I've never experienced or seen anybody that have. I never had anybody. Like, it was rare. But I learned to love myself. Back then, when everybody was all over me, and they loved me and cared for me, they didn't care for me, the individual. They cared for the things that I was doing. Reckless, out here living in the world, living for myself and not living for God. So now that I'm living for God, I see things in a whole new light. I see things for what they are now, and I'm not living behind a blur. I was out partying, smoking weed. I was out. Testify, shame the devil. I was out being reckless. There's so much that I want to say, and this video is already getting too long. I think I'm going to break it up in segments, but it's time to be set free. If God will use me to set you free by telling my story, by giving you life lessons, I will do that. God is the way, the truth, and the light. Trust him, and he will never forsake you or leave you astray. I love you so much. I love you. And God loves you so much more. And until next time, this has been Kay's Journal.